Now, I did a short about this, but I don't feel like I got to communicate everything I wanted to about this Good Times reboot that Netflix is putting out. If you guys are new here, my name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related. And, I'm here to put you on, and in this case, put you on in a not so great way, because this is one show that I will definitely not be watching, you guys. And like I said, I did a short, but I don't feel like I was fully able to articulate everything that I found wrong just watching the trailer of the Good Times reboot from Netflix. Now, if we go back in time, right, and we go back to the original Good Times, it makes me wonder and question, did people of the time take issue with Good Times, right? What I will say, being that it was a staple in my life, I think I started watching Good Times actually as a teenager, is when I finally found out about it. And there were so many important themes that were tackled within Good Times, but not only that, even within the show, and even though they were in the projects, and even though it was, abject poverty, they weren't monolithic. Every character had their own distinct personality, their own distinct role. And Esther Roll, playing Florida, and the rest of the cast brought a dignity, right? And a grace to every episode that we saw. It was not, you didn't get coonery as a part of this at all, the original Good Times. Like I said, even though they were issues that were stereotypical to some Black people, it didn't project that way. And to see this reboot, this animated series come across just feeling so minstrel show, like Step and Fetch It and Sambo, as I said in my short, it's kind of heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't find anything redeeming in that trailer whatsoever. It was definitely just caricatures of Blackness, right? What others perceive Blackness to be. So disturbing. Like, how do you have a drug dealing baby? And what's funny about it? You know what I'm saying? What's funny about it? So the daughter, Gray, I guess she is like the militant, right? So I guess she is like representative of who Michael was in the original Good Times. But even then, it seems one-sided. The dad talking about, I wish I would have worn a condom. Like, James Evans, the original James Evans, was such a strong figure of a present father in the Black home, right? I think that was one of Esther Roll's asks when approached about doing Good Times, right? It had to be a two-parent household. There had to be a mother and a father, and he had to be a strong man. You know what I'm saying? And then to see this, and the idea that 4 generations after James Evans, because this is supposed to be his great grandson, his grandson, whatever, is the father, like, you're still in the projects after 4 generations. So James, Florida, all them, that didn't motivate y'all. You didn't get any chutzpah about you to do anything better. It's just a sad reflection. And again, I don't know how they pitched this or sat down in a writer's room or actually recruited actors to play in this story, because my thing is, all money ain't good money. You know what I mean? And I would beg the question, what does it do to better us, right? Like, the original Good Times, like I said before, tackled very serious issues of child abuse, honey. When Penny came through, you think they didn't step in and rescue that baby and Walona became her mama? You know what I mean? Like, they were active in the community. If there was a deficit in one of their neighbors, remember the one lady was eating dog food and they came to her rescue. You know what I'm saying? Somebody couldn't make their rent, so they were going to have a rent party. It was like they banded together to do whatever they needed to do, all the while maintaining their dignity. James Evans worked, honey. Even though it wasn't enough, that man was working and being a strong leader in the household, bringing correction that wasn't on Florida's shoulders. She was able to kind of submit in that stance and just kind of, okay, James, be easy, James. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It feels like they made a mockery of something that was so special and so poignant and was definitive. It defined a lot of people in a lot of moments, and everyone has a Good Times episode that they absolutely loved or that resonated with them or that made them cry. I mean, they challenged gender issues and intercultural marriages and you know, what it was like to do the right thing in the midst of being faced with all these other options, right? And how even your talent can make room for you, right? With JJ being a talented artist, being goofy. And again, you know, cast members had an issue with that, how he was kind of portrayed. But even in that, his talent made room for him and it spoke. You know what I'm saying? We had Michael, who was definitely pro-black and represented that and was educated and asked questions, right? Like, I literally remember the Black Jesus episode where Florida was like, we're not going to have that in my house. And, you know, Michael starts talking about the lost tribes. And I'm like, okay, Michael, educate the people. But it was special. And I think to do a reboot in this way is just disrespectful. And I don't know the motivation. It's like, are we still on projecting this image of blackness today in 2024? It really made me sad. I was talking to people yesterday and they were like, no, I won't watch an episode after watching the trailer. And I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna finally sit down. So today I sat down and watched it, and I see why. I will not be watching a single episode. This is all I can give on it. Yeah, those are my initial thoughts, reactions, and my sentiments as to why I will definitely not be watching the Good Times animated series. Yeah, it's not for me. I don't think I'm its target audience anyway. Drop in the comments below if you checked out the trailer. Let me know your thoughts because, yeah, disappointing. Disappointing in this year of our Lord 2024. But if you're still here, honey, if you're still rocking with me, thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video.